Do not attempt to adjust your speakers. The sounds that you're about to hear are various sounds that come from a human's mouth. So this is what we came with.
I don't know if this is... Are you a doctor?
No. Could be.
Sick.
I could identify as one.
Is that how it works?
I don't know. These days, maybe.
Gosh. Taking it too far. You can just identify as having a 12-year degree. No, I...
Something's flashing somewhere.
Yeah, something's flashing. Have you seen that too? Who's flashing? Maybe it's a light going on and off. Is there a bulb out? I think maybe on that guy right there. It's okay. No, don't stop it. Look at that. Look at that guy right there. Is there a bulb out in that there light?
No, I think the flash is coming from the camera room. Okay, we'll keep notice.
Is there a flash coming in the camera room? Ooh, neat. Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on it. It's happened like 3 times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I got a little sick last week, and when I get sick, I get obviously sinus infection. Everything gets all swelled up in there. You get a little full. You understand how sickness works, right? Inflammation, and then it is like, I don't know if it's because I just got such a big nose, and there's just like some pockets in there that are like, holding all the ick, but I will like just get to a point where all of a sudden it's like open the floodgates and whoosh. Like I've just discovered this new nasal. I'll be blowing my nose. I'm like, I'm just gonna blow a little bit harder, and then, whoosh, like blowing out like literal brain matter. Like, is that happen to anybody else? Like it's just normal, and then all of a sudden you're just opening up. Like I'll be blowing 1, 2 blows and go. 1, 2 blows, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's still kind of 6, 7. Just keep on just pouring out. That is not. Is that a? Should I go to the doctor?
Yes.
Okay.
There's several more holes in the nose than
there's
just
a lot.
the
They're coming. I think it's coming from all
straight out of the brain.
Yeah, all angles, up, down, left, right. Yep.
Yeah. When I get sick, it's purely during the whole day.
Is it purely? There's one reason.
Just
you
one
get
reason.
sick. There's one reason. Here it is, guys.
And one reason only. No, it's just one side of my nose is permanently blocked for like 3 weeks straight. It's just blocked.
Okay, so
like it won't.
Permanence is not. That's forever. So 3 weeks. It is temporarily blocked for 3 weeks.
Well, temporarily blocked for 3 weeks, but it feels like it's never.
It is permanently for a short amount of time. Yeah.
But it feels like it's gonna be blocked for.
But does it
long.
switch?
Yeah.
So
Yes, it does switch occasionally. Like I would go to bed. Let's say I'm sleeping on my side.
Yeah, exactly.
And then all of a sudden it switches over.
Bottom side.
Yeah, it switches out.
It's a strategy. You just whip over back and forth.
And I could blow my nose, nothing comes out.
See, and if you just keep moving your head like this, it'll never block. You just keep doing this. Open airways all the time.
And then I just do nothing. Work-wise. Nothing gets done. Because constantly I'm meetings.
I'm sick.
Middle of the...
Not productive day. No way, Jose.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 42.
42.
For the Record Podcast.
Yeah, you missed the last one.
I did miss the last one, but I did. I felt like there was some fun interactions.
Oh, good.
On the way back here is when I watched the whole episode.
That's what we did. I said, "Aiden, you got to get this out before he travels, because then he'll listen to it on the travel." Were you on the plane?
Yeah, I was literally. I was in the airport when I saw it, and then I offlined it, so I got in the airplane and then listened to it.
Yeah, you just listened to it together.
No, she passed out right away. No, it was.
Did you ha ha?
It was hilarious because I'm watching the video. Deli is talking, but there's nothing from Deli.
Yeah, Deli's mic crapped out.
And then even his voice is so quiet. He's sitting there actually talking, but nothing.
Yeah,
so it was just Eldon laughing and Joey episode at that point. So it was pretty.
Did you like our ridiculous comparison?
Yes.
The happy birthday predicament.
Yes.
To the national anthem.
Yes.
Doesn't that make sense? It's
no.
just like
national anthem is a national anthem.
No, it is a great comparison. Everybody here is like, yeah, that makes sense. You play the national anthem when appropriate, just like what you sing "Happy Birthday" when appropriate.
Okay. So Stevie Wonder does not have another version of the national anthem. He just sings when he was
Classified has a different version of "Oh Canada."
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh Canada.
Oh Canada. Oh Canada. Oh Canada.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. But you don't do that at every. You don't play classified
Except for the one time in high school, I was second in line to sing the national anthem at the AAA hockey games.
Oh my
God. U18 hockey games. I was second. First person when she was unavailable, call me. One, she wasn't able to make it. I wasn't able to make it, so they just played a track. Freaking dummy on the thing just plays "Oh Canada" by Classified.
Yo!
Dude, they listened to the whole 3-minute version before a game.
What?
Yeah. The U18 guys were just like losing their mind.
No
laughing so hard.
way.
The whole thing.
Oh,
For real.
3 minutes of it?
Yeah, 3 minutes. 3 minutes. It just kept going. And the guy said, like,
oh my God. That is so funny.
Crazy.
I can't.
3 minutes is a long time.
It's a long ass time when you're just standing with your hand on your chest waiting for "Oh Canada."
You know how,
and then it's Classified just rapping on top.
Well, you know how we've done like first dances and all the time. Like people don't realize how long a 3-4 minute time is if you're just slow dancing and just hanging out. We're like, do you want me to fade it out at about 2-ish minutes? Like, no, we want to listen to the whole song. I'm like, are you sure? That's a long time. A 4-minute dance with everybody looking at you and you're not doing anything choreographed.
It's a hella long time.
So yeah, so just standing there on the ice trying to get pumped up for a hockey game, just laughing.
Oh God, that's so
Okay,
funny.
give us the Coles notes on Dubai. Give us 5 things. Give me the here. We're gonna streamline this because we could do a whole episode on Dubai, but
I legitimately can. Yes.
Yeah, but we would lose listeners. So we're going to do 5. We're gonna do the best, the worst. Let's start with the best. Just give me 1 or 2 short things.
He said 5 things. He gave me 2 topics.
I know. I got more that are coming, but I want to just introduce them as.
So I'll start with actually, let me start with just general consensus.
Okay, general consensus.
It's a phenomenal city.
Out of 10.
Out of 10, 9.5.
Really? What's the 0.5 off for?
Because of the heat.
It's just
so hot as hell. It was 43 average the entire 3 weeks I was there. But the best part about it is any building you walk into is a chilly 21 every time, any time of the year. And again, keep in mind, this is winter, or this is end of summer for them. October was end of summer. September was end of summer for them, but it was still 43. Summer is like a scorching 54, 55. Oh. It's crazy. And then they, like, during summer, the entire country is like empty because no tourists.
A lot of them are wearing coverage, like full skin coverage for religious reasons. But probably also so they don't get
full skin coverage is just purely it's the clothing choice.
Yeah, but I know, but I would do that because you get
because
burnt up.
Yes, and the white definitely works, and then being it's so loose and fitting definitely just doesn't. My dumb ass took every single one of my blackout t-shirts, and all I had was black, and wore that around walking. Oh, did I ever goddamn sweat through those? But yes, a very, very, very good city. You need anything, it's there. Okay, the best part about it is, honestly, the convenience. I have to give it to the convenience. You could order anything you want. Anything. And I'm telling you, from a freaking car to a refrigerator to a pencil, it'll show up in your house within 15 minutes to an hour. 15 minutes.
If you want to rent a car, it'll just be show up.
A brand new car, you can buy it and it'll show up in an hour. So this is what happened. True story. This shoes what I'm wearing right now. I saw this. So there's this delivery app, right? It's just like we have Skip the Dishes Door. They have delivery app. Within the delivery app is everything. You can buy groceries. You can get Uber. It's like going to Skip and getting Uber, right? So that's how. So in there's an entire store that says that they don't give you the store. They just give you the product like Amazon. So you could just look through the products and you could, okay, cool, I liked it. So I saw this and I was like, I need this. I didn't take any sort of sandals. And I was like, you know what? I did the conversion. It was like $28 Canadian. I was like, cool, I'll take it. So, because this here is like $60 or whatever. So I was like, $28, I'll take it. So I bought it. It showed up in about 13 minutes.
That's wild.
And the funnier part, I bought the wrong size because I didn't look at the size, my dumb ass. So I just bought the wrong size. And I went through the app and they said, yeah, you can return it. And then it said, if you return it today, we'll refund you today. I was like, of course, I'll do it. And then it's by the time I finished that, like it was like a 3-minute process just to go through, enter the address and whatnot, your order number and whatnot. I finished entering it, and it said within 16 minutes someone will be there to pick up the order. I thought you got to go find the store to return it. No, someone was there.
Come pick up.
The guy was there in 35 minutes to pick up. I'm here to pick up the order. I was like, cool, here's the box. Gave it to him. He walked away. Literally, all of this happens in front of my doorstep. And then I went to the app and I'm like, okay, cool, I want the right size. Ordered it. 13 minutes later, the shoes again at my door.
Wow.
And Sylvie couldn't believe any of this happening. She's like, you know what? I need a mascara. Can I see? I was like, go ahead, order it. 11 minutes.
Wild. That is so cool.
It was like anything you need. It was at your door. The food is great. Honestly, dude, there's several pockets of things you can go into. So there's this ultra rich, ultra wealthy everything. They are all like in like prestigious membership clubs, and the buildings are like fully secured, and you can't even walk through there. Like you walk through there, but the security will be like, yeah, that way, right? So there's a whole that. And then there's the whole bunch of middle side of expats. So basically every country you know of, there's people living there. Like they all love it because they can work remotely. There's a guy that I met at pickleball who lived in Toronto until 6 months ago with his wife for 12 years. And he moved to Dubai like 7 months ago with his wife. And he works for RBC remotely. So like there's so many of that like that are there that just love it. And then there's the full working class. This is your construction workers and all the delivery drivers and everything else, right? So there's 3 widely different classes. And within that too, there's so many more. And people say this all the time. Like you go to Dubai, you can spend $10,000 in a couple hours and be gone. Like it's so easy to spend money because everything is there, right? Supercars, Jesus. Like you'd walk down the street, you'd turn around, supercar. Another. Like I saw maybe 100 and 150 different Lamborghinis, about a 50 or 60 Ferraris, Rolls Royce, like it was fucking Honda Civic. It's crazy. Like you could Rolls Royce, a $400,000-$500,000 car, calling and rolling down the street. And there'd be one there, there'd be one here, but one a couple of blocks away. It's like it was candy. It was wild to witness that. And the best part, all these delivery drivers, like. There's so many of them, just so you know. Like they're like
there
bees.
Has to be if they're
bees.
They have
so
to
many
if they're delivering stuff in 13 minutes,
right? And I'm like geeking out about this Lambo that I'm sitting in front of our Uber. I'm just watching this, and this delivery driver pulls out of nowhere and just squeezes through the traffic right next to the Lambo. Doesn't give a hoot about the Lambo, and I'm like sitting here, just like for him, it's a normal occurrence. So it's like he just doesn't care that. Lights green, everybody's gone. And I'm just like, holy shit. Yeah. The normal life is different. Definitely the bad is the traffic. Again, I like traffic. It's weird, but I just love hanging out in traffic. It's so fun. Unless if I'm late, obviously. But the traffic is horrible. 2 kilometers takes 20 minutes to go. 2 kilometers. And then if it's a rush hour, that's like 40 minutes.
So do people bike or scoot?
Still a lot of cars because, again, still hot. But there's a lot of those scooters, lime scooters. Yeah. You know, the bird and lime scooters. There's a ton of those in the downtown area, so they could use that. But other than that, dude, the temperature and traffic would be the only downside. Like safety is wild. I saw while on the way there, I saw a TikTok where this lady from a gold jewelry store, like just gold, pure gold, like jewelries, whatever. So that's the store that's there. And this girl was like, this is how safe and secure Dubai is. And she took a bunch of gold, like handful of gold, necklace, rings, bangles, whatever. She put it outside her store on top of a car, like just a regular car that's parked on the car. And then she walked into the store and started filming it. People walk by left and right, left and right, left and right. Like they see it. Not a single person touched it. And then
weird.
And then on top of that, a couple of the rings fell down. There's one lady walk up to it. She picked it up, put it in that pile, and walked away.
That's chaos.
It was wild. This is on TikTok. This girl's filming everything from inside the store. It's just like blew my mind.
Is English the primary language?
Yeah,
Yeah,
across the
so-
board.
'cause it's so international.
So international. Everybody operates on English, which I was very surprised about. Was Hindi, like India's primary language, was all over the place.
Yeah.
It was. I was like, what is going on?
Well, I imagine if you were successful in India that you might move there because India is obviously overpopulated,
Dude,
right?
India's biggest Bollywood actor, Shah Rukh Khan, he's UAE's brand ambassador, like tourism brand ambassador. Like it blows my mind how much India's woven into the culture of Dubai. It's wild to me.
Well, if I would have had 5 points for your tugboat, you probably cover them all in that.
Yeah,
in that little
so,
stint there. But that was
there you go.
pretty cool.
But that was Dubai. I definitely wouldn't go again. And honestly, like for everything else that's there, convenience. It's
I went to Victoria. Does that count? Is that close? Victoria,
that's
Dubai.
the other way, but it's pretty close.
Is it close?
Yeah.
Close? Not as hot.
I was Victoria.
It was. I've never been out to the island, which was neat.
Hey, you were saying about the completely two opposite sides of people that live there. Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about it, that going out there, because it's expensive. I don't know, everything's expensive. Probably not Dubai expensive, but it's expensive to live out there. Like, it's not quite downtown Vancouver expensive, but like you're on the island. There's a little bit of prestige with that. And it's kind of its own little ecosystem too, because you have to ferry in and out. So there's a lot of just stuff that kind of stays there. You're not isolated, but you can obviously leave. You are either broke or boutique, is what's the nice term I was detailed, which makes a lot of sense. Broke, like so many people, and I can understand it, and I'm not sure if some people can't, but are totally content with barely scraping by. People around here aren't necessarily, and maybe they are, but I would say what helps it is just the environment out there. Victoria's super cool. Just the downtown environment is safe, comfortable. Obviously the weather's way better. Just being on the island, like the nature side of it, like it's just people love it out there. People love the island. So when you love where you are, the scraping by, working a part-time job in a really rough 1-bed, 1-bath apartment somewhere, just people are very okay with that. And you can just tell by their energy, like, I wouldn't say there's probably more homeless people than I might have perceived, but it's not like it's different. Like it's very different because it's almost like they're chill with it. They're just like, man, I couch surf and that's my life and I love it, which is just a different kind of mindset.
Yeah.
Very different mindset, and I think it's just very unique to certain places in the world.
Yeah.
But there isn't a lot of in between because everything is so expensive, right? Like talking to someone, like their basement suite, not very nice, a little newer, but not that big, was like over $2,500. Like crazy. Like so when that's your bare minimum of a decent place to rent, right? So it just demands a lot more. So at the broker boutique, there's a lot of people who are obviously very successful, whether that be through the university, whether it be through there's actually a big government presence out there, but they're on strike right now, so there's a lot of picketing all over the place. But like there's lots of industries out there and lots of tourism. There's lots of money to be made and had, and you're either up there or you're down here in the middle. There's obviously people, but it seems like it's a little bit more of a grind, a little bit more of a struggle to be a part of that kind of crowd. But we're out there. I was out there for coaching, so coach competition, well-ran competition was fun, and just explored the island a little bit.
Right.
I sent the video. I saw a goat stampede. Gosh, if you're ever in a grumpy mood, we were tired, feeling a little sick. I'm like, oh man, what's gonna pipe us up for the rest of this day?
Goat stampede.
Nothing like 35 goats just running around you. Just flying. Gosh. Yeah, I met a goat named Miss Judy, and it pooped on my shoe. Yeah.
Not very polite, Miss Judy.
No, not Miss Judy. Yeah. Not polite at all. Gave her nice pets. Nope. just like freaking like a little BB gun of red pellets. Freaking, I like, oh, didn't make my shoe dirty or nothing like that. I'm like, Judy, you didn't like that pet that much, did you? Relaxed her.
Oh, pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. I know you were enjoying that, but we got some ads to read. And action. It's time for films, baby. Trident Videography. Wedding films is where it's at. Look, I'm all for some good wedding pictures, but a wedding film, a custom film made for you on your most special day of your life, what can go wrong? Let's just walk you through it here. We're going to have people there from beginning to the end. Their job is to capture every single moment in moving magic and make you something fantastic. Wedding film has blown up over the years, and I don't want to toot our own horn or anything like that, but we're pretty dang good at it. Trident Films wants to be at your wedding. Please inquire. Send us through our website or through social media. Reach out to us. We want to talk to you and talk to you about what goes in to these masterpieces. That our film crew is crazy good, and you guys are crazy cool, and we want to take crazy cool and crazy good and make you a crazy good and cool wedding film. That easy. Reach out to us. Trident Films. We're going to be there, and we're going to capture something magical.
What?
On this episode,
yeah, what do we want to talk about?
I want to talk about something that I texted you about while me and Carson were at a wedding film.
Oh gosh! Whenever you text me at a wedding, I know that you're a little worked up. I know you're a little worked up.
So it's usually things that I notice that actually bothers me when it comes to just the DJ, right?
Let's start by this. So, DJing is your bread and butter in terms of like just where you started.
Yes,
You've grown quite a bit and
Yes.
are a bit of a jack of all trades
Yes.
now, but DJ's where you started.
and that's sort of I started it. I always sort of considered it closer, like it's loud. Like a lot, I've almost like sort of cared about it a lot more than sort of the other things a little bit, but in a sense of to the standard that we're looking for and trying to set, and I see these simple things that can't be done. Again, it just bothers me to no end, right? And the primary thing was me and Carson were talking about it, and then he's like, "Dude, most of the time, the DJs that we see are very questionable, very, very questionable. Because up until the party starts, and then they're fine. Because once the party starts, they're good at it.
I will tell you right now, the hardest part of being DJ is not the mixing. And do that. And you know what? And that's not to say that it's not important.
Yeah,
Because there is a legitimacy to running your party, to moving around, all those things. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so it's not to discredit. Like,
Yes.
when you know when someone is very, very talented
Yes.
on the decks, you know that. But everything beforehand,
Yeah.
Especially because it sets the tone, right? You're building a little bit of trust with your people. And if you are a wackadoodle, if your just behavior is a little weird, then
wackadoodle is right.
it
Because
can throw you off.
the amount of wackadoodles we see,
Sure.
and then that I notice, and I'm like, it's not hard to fix these things. So what I texted Joey was, I'm going to talk about Icks. Stuff that other DJs do that give me the ick, right?
Just give me one at a time.
One at
You
a
got
time.
a nice list here?
Okay, I've got a very nice list here. First thing, I understand the reason behind this, and I understand this might be not your whole responsibility as a DJ, so you're like sort of taking a back seat here. But legitimately, when you're at an event and you are operating the microphone or pretty much operating the microphone for the most part up until the party starts, but you're just sitting down behind the booth hiding, like your booth is as high as you at this point, like, and you're sitting down behind it hiding. Why? Like, you're going to be the one that's trying to get everybody dancing later. You have to be that voice, but you're not giving yourself the credibility or the trust for them to build the trust in you to be that person. Because what you think all of a sudden you're going to get out of your cave of DJ booth, and then all of a sudden everyone's going to trust you and trust that you're going to be a great DJ. That's not going to, like, sitting down behind the booth blows my mind to no end.
So I think sitting down, like during the party, don't sit down.
Of course not.
Sure, earlier,
But
sure, but
well,
don't
no,
do it. No, don't do it behind the booth.
No.
That's my thought. It's like, hey, if you need to take a sit down, I'm not gonna tell one of our DJs. It's like you can't sit down. You gotta stand up for 8 hours straight. What? But don't right behind the booth. You just kind of like, whoop, like just this weird thing. Like just have probably have a spot at a table,
Exactly.
or just move your chair to the side, and then it just almost visually too. You see, they're just taking 2 minutes here. And then if you are sitting there forever, then that's a problem. But you're also very visual, so you can't hide.
And here's the other part. Like when people walk in, your DJ booth is a predominant sort of a structure in the wedding. They're looking around, they've got nice drapes, nice chairs, nice tables, centerpieces, head tables. Yep. You are part of it. Like your table is part of it. So if there's a head poking out, sitting down on top of that DJ table, it does not look nice.
No.
So if you're gonna sit down 100%, yes, you're not gonna stand for hours on end. Yeah, anywhere outside behind not behind the booth. Don't behind the booth. The one, you're losing your credibility there by just seeming not interested. Yeah, that's what the point is.
If they want to see the DJ booth, they want to see the man behind it.
Exactly.
Or woman behind
you don't go to a festival and see the DJ sitting behind a booth. You don't go to a concert and see anybody sitting behind anything,
especially once the music starts.
Exactly. So it's just like that pisses me off to no end. So that's one thing. And the second part, this happened quite a few times with a few different DJs, and it just blows me out. When they pick up the microphone and they want to talk into the microphone to address or announce to the crowd, they all of a sudden turn into this wild stripper DJ.
Oh, the voice.
Ladies and gentlemen, up next, Crystal. I'm like, why? You talked to me like a normal person 30 seconds ago. Why the moment the mic goes to your mouth, you have to turn into this whole other person? I don't understand.
Nothing.
Like, talk like a
more, man.
Normal person.
In any profession. I've been known to, like, I think I'm a pretty good MC, but I've been known to, like, be a little bit too casual sometimes. But I thought that's purposeful, because I think that people like to be talked to like a normal person.
100%.
You go to a restaurant and you get that server voice from your server. Gosh, friggin' hate that. Hey, welcome, Harry. Welcome to Denny's. Hi. Oh, they talk like this. Oh, gosh.
Okay, true story. Brenna, I've told this to Brenna too. So when Brenna was working at Starbucks, and obviously at that point, I knew Brenna was Bryce's girlfriend and whatnot. And I would pull up. She was the only one that was very excited to take your order every time. But the moment you pull up to that counter, the Brenna you knew is not the voice that comes out. It's a whole other person. And I order my drink, right? So it's just like you said, it's like, hello, welcome to Starbucks. Can I drink your whatever? And then you pull up, and then she sees me, and then she starts talking to me normally. I'm like, what happened there?
Yeah, I know.
Like, that's a different voice from what I'm hearing right now.
And part of it is they think it's like an etiquette thing. Sometimes it's a nervous thing. Like people just, because like Christine's been a server for such a long time. It's just, she has her server. She just has to kind of change the mindset and alongside that comes your voice and stuff like that. Man, people want to be talked to like a normal person.
Okay, so I understand. Okay, you're in a serving setting of a server or a drive or a restaurant, whatever. Understandable. You are in front of 200 people at a wedding who's given the microphone to direct, announce, do stuff at the wedding. Every part of the wedding is elegant as hell, and then comes your darn stripper DJ voice out of nowhere.
Hey, just want to let you know that the buffet just opened up.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey there, hungry people. If you wanted to hop up there for seconds, that would be appreciated.
And I seen Deli do this a couple times, and I'm like, Deli? No. Fuck no.
But and it's not necessarily someone's fault, but I don't know what in our culture has said, hey, you have to talk like that, right? Not to throw Deli under the bus. Deli's young man. I quite enjoyed working with him a couple weddings ago. But somewhere along the line, someone told him, or he got the idea that you
this
need
is
to
how you do it.
You have to do that, and it's not, and it is not, right? You think about what job or persona of person is arguably the most hated or most criticized type of person in our media, in our world today? The answer is politicians, because of the way they carry themselves, like a different human being. They talk like, Mr. Speaker, like no one talks like that. I understand politicians is a different thing, and they have a way of working. I saw the flash.
Flash
See
too.
the flash?
Yeah.
There's a flash.
Jesus.
He has something to say about this topic. I bet Jesus has a great announcing voice.
Oh my God. And again,
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the third day. I'm about to take off from this tomb here.
no, but I was going back to the politics for a real quick second. Somewhere I read like it was the relatability and the normal talking where people related to Trump as much as they did because the man talked like a normal person. He didn't have this whole giant, persona behind it, right? And that is also
he talked like a businessman, but he it was different.
That's not what they've seen. That's not what people have seen.
I like to play devil's advocate in arguments. Or not necessarily devil's advocate, but like take a neutral stance at a lot of things, just to open up the conversation. I have my opinions just like anybody else, but like just to work both sides so that you can understand and generally come out of it with a better sense of what's going on, but also a sense of kindness and understanding to the other party. And I remember they're like, I can't believe like you understand or you enjoy what Trump is. I'm like, no, that's not what I'm saying at all. But like I know why people like him. I can tell you right now, everybody could make that connection. It's not a huge leap, and to understand that he's so much different than anybody else, right? So, I heard a ding. Is that okay? Are we okay?
No, I think memory card might be full.
It's okay. We got one going on. It's just all on this guy.
Yeah. So I
think that relatability, real voice. Use your real voice.
Yeah.
People want that, and on top of that, I'm not sure if this in this. So along with sitting and stuff like that, I firmly believe you as an MC or a DJ should, to again encourage more of the whole relatability thing, mingle with your guests.
100%.
Connect with them, because there's two reasons. One, because then you get to know your people, that you get to know your audience. You can understand a little bit of the energy, so that you can offer them better service. But two, brings you down to their level. You know what people love? To talk to people that are like them. They don't want to. Do you ever? I like when I'm on the same level as my dance floor. Do you ever? When you're like up 3 feet.
You want it to be feel closer.
Yeah, exactly. You want to feel close. You're up 3 feet, and then like people like talk to you. Who's the DJ? Wow.
Yeah.
Nothing's the worst than that.
No.
I'm not just a guy.
I've been at an 8-foot loft way above where the dance floor is down there. You feel like, why am I up here? Like you don't feel a connection. Relating to that, Tomorrowland this past year when the stage burned down and they built this whole new ass stage, every DJ walked out and every DJ's performance said, I feel a lot closer to you guys and I love it. Like, this was a true story. Like, because there'd be in this giant installation in the back and a tiny little bit, and like you could see them as a part of this whole thing. But now all of a sudden they stripped all of that down and then just put a LED wall and a DJ booth, and you're like 6 feet away from the crowd. They're like, I felt so much closer. So connected to that point.
You talk to
anybody,
any comedian, any large artist, they love small shows.
Oh,
EDMs
100%.
love like just
boiler room style, like
style shows. They don't want
the energy's
15,000
different.
people. Obviously, there's money and there's all those things. But
Energy's
like, arena
different.
show is cool and all, but like just a club show, so cool. Give me another.
So that was one thing.
Yeah.
The other part, again, straight up, this happened this past weekend, and I'm like, brother, come on. Bro's just chilling while DJing with a Budweiser on his table drinking. I'm like, you're kidding me right now. And walked out 3 times, put on a song, walked out 3 times to take a smoke break within maybe 15-minute time period. I was like, come on.
It is just a visual thing. Like, you get to why drinking on the job is a bad idea, blah, blah, blah. It's less for me a behavior thing. It's just a visual. Like, it just...
You're ruining your own perception.
It just looks weird.
Yeah, 100%.
I understand when people are like, "Can I get you a drink?" and whatever, and that, to me, honestly, I take that as a compliment, because it's just like, hey, they see me, they like me, I'm on their level. I don't take the drink. Heck, some people just, you ever like that? They don't even ask; they just bring you a drink, and they think they're gonna get something from you. I'm like, okay, I got this thing here. I take it off of my table, put it over there.
We tell our guys, like, don't even drink water out of red Solo cup because that gives a different perception.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna drink water, throw the cup away, and then come back to the day. Like
You have a sip and then do
it,
it. Yeah,
it's not. It doesn't look the same. So there's that part. On the attire, also definitely my problem with the attire. Like what the heck are you wearing? The dude was wearing Converse shoes, skinny jeans, and a golf polo, and I'm like, what is going on here?
Man, it's just what he's comfortable.
Oh my god! And he was sitting behind the booth on top of that. I was like, brother, just a cape.
You don't have to. You have a pretty strong opinion again on attire and stuff like that, and I'm not against it.
I am this close. I'm this close to getting every one of our guys custom fit suits. Not even kidding. I've looked at the cheapest place possible. Everybody's getting 2 sets of custom fit suits at $160 a piece, all 3 piece.
Just a jacket, something about a jacket, just like just a jacket, collared shirt,
100%.
You don't have to have. You don't have to be on par with the groom. I know you think like kind of in line with that and go down, but like a jacket, nice. Please don't wear running shoes.
So one thing I'm in all of these little forums and groups of, in the photography side, videography side, DJ side, and all of them, one thing collectively I agree is try to mimic the wedding guest as much as you can.
I would say the
wedding guest as much as you can. So what kind of wedding is it? Is it a black tie and the guests are going to walk around? So then you definitely need a black jacket, white shirt, and black pants and dress shoes. Yeah. Okay, it's a business sort of casual wedding, but not like super cool. Get a jacket, throw on a polo, throw on a nice pants. You're good. So mimicking the wedding guest is you're not up with the groom, but the wedding guest is what your goal has to be, right? Because you're part of them. They're the ones you're going to relate with more than the couple.
And what we just say, like you want to be on par. They want to feel related 100%. To you, right?
So
and just that perception, right? If you're in skinny jeans and
it's not going to no. Next thing, talking, because we were talking about it earlier too. I should have put this together. Talking way too much in the microphone or interrupting moments in some sort of saying some unnecessary thing. So this past weekend again, the first dance is just about to end, and the guy before he could finish. Bro, I can't see the bottom half. What happened? He's in camo. So I'm talking about this past weekend's DJ and the Icks. Literally the first dance is just finishing up, and he goes, he talks some. It's recorded in our thing too, and I'm like, the song is about to finish. Like you've got, another 10 seconds for the song to finish, but dude just somehow had to bring up the last first dance he saw and how not that good it was, and this first dance was so beautiful. I'm like, nobody asked you. Yeah, nobody asked you. And then, ladies and gentlemen, just for that fact, give it up for, I'm like, come on, bro. You didn't have to do all of that. It was a beautiful moment. Let it finish up. Now, for the rest of their lives, I have to have that audio in that freaking formal dance video for their first dance. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Your job as an MC is to guide.
And don't talk things you don't have to say.
You can run it. There's a difference between running it and guiding it. And you run it when you are the spectacle. Yeah. When they're clearly the spectacle, it's their first dance. So you just guide. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, husband and wife, Jack and Jill. And at the very end, give them a round of applause. Wasn't that beautiful?
That's it.
That's it.
All
like
it takes.
Just quick. That's all you need to do.
Don't talk too much.
Yep.
Just because you have the microphone doesn't mean you have to talk. This man, after every second song, he'd be like, let me, like, random shit, like, every 2 songs. I'm like, bro, stop.
Yeah.
But
I've definitely been victim more because earlier on, I've learned how to be a little more tasteful with it, but because maybe of my lack of trust in my DJing abilities, I know I can talk a lot more better, a lot more better than music. But there's a time and place to do that.
Yeah.
It's just timing. Timing is everything on that. And then it also depends on how you talk. If this guy you're talking about was talking like a hey the whole time.
See, Carson just walked in and he agrees to everything we just talked about.
Hey, how about that last dance?
Oh my god! And I'm like, stop it.
Three,
Oh,
2, 1.
and the next point for me is every time I've been to a wedding, and then you're at a wedding for a very specific person and people, why can't you just say their names? They just go, let's hear it for the bride and groom. I'm like, no. Like, don't. Yes, they're bride and groom. Everybody knows they're the bride and groom.
Give the names.
Use their names. Use their last names. Like, not, oh, let's hear it for the bride and groom for the rest of the freaking night. Like, how hard is, okay, let's hear it for the Smiths. Or let's hear it for Taylor and Marshawn. Whatever you want to use.
Martian?
Marshawn.
Oh, Marshawn. They said Martian.
Martian.
Who's this?
Who's the Martian?
Who's this alien?
So,
Get
like,
married.
whatever. Like, use the names, not bride and groom every single time. Like, it sounds, and especially because, again, I'm looking at it from the video perspective, too. So, let's say you're introducing the couple. You want them to be introduced.
Hear the names.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for, and then we could use that audio so many times. If you're just, let's hear it for the bride and groom. I'm like, shut the fuck up. What do you mean? You know what wedding you're at.
Only time I think I like to use bride and or groom is when it's a little bit more symbolic of who that person is. Not necessarily personalized. I love saying before the father-daughter dance, the bride and her dad. Or
100%.
something because then it's
It
just like,
makes
hey,
more
like,
sense.
this is what it is. But yeah, if you're just like, thank you for coming to the lovely bride and groom. Say them.
Yeah.
say them.
I usually go
my
for I usually go for up next, please help me welcome Ben, father of the bride, for a dance with his daughter, right? So that makes more sense that
or
way.
daughter.
Daughter. Bride and father of the bride, right? Father of the bride for a
Yep.
dance with his daughter. It makes more sense that way.
Yeah.
But yes, you can't, I'm like, let's get Bren to dance with Taylor. I'm like, that's not going to work, right? So there's different ways to put it, but it's just there are moments you use it, but not for everything, right?
Yeah.
So that pisses me no end. Cheesy lines and shticks, like they come up with this random cheesy ass lines sometimes, and I don't even remember what they come up with. Just this all happened. The funny part, all of this happened in one wedding.
So the best. So here's something funny. So you don't realize that you have maybe like comfort words or nervous words that you or go to things that you do, right? So what I'll do if sometimes is it mixing help or whatever, or just because I might think I've lost the crowd a little bit, or if they're really moving, I will do like, hey, can Rhoni and Joey get a woo? And then everybody woos. One I've gathered. It's kind of like that teacher, like the like you, everybody's got you got their attention. They realize that there, and then I will say something right after it, so they know they need to listen because I'm going to say something, whether it's important, whether it's a joke, whether it's about something going on. Blah, blah, blah. What I do often after that is I go, all right. And one wedding I was at, he would complete my all right. So I'd be like, can Ronnie and Joey get a woo? Woo! All right. And he would go, all right, all right. All night, I was getting the next two to my three. All right, all right, all right. Every single like, thank you, Cole. Thank you. I think his name was Cole, but thank you. Yeah.
So that's one thing that I can't stand. Like, they just picked up some cheesy line somewhere, and then they just keep using it again and again. I'm like, stop it. That one thing. Last thing, dirty songs, and not caring who's in the room.
Okay. This
like
is an interesting
the songs
conversation.
with absolute swears in them, and where and it's 8:30. Grandma's still on the dance floor. She just finished dancing to Elvis Presley, and you're gonna throw in some random song with like fuck in it and shit in it. Like, I'm like, what are you doing?
They start playing this podcast right after, and they're like, "Holy smokes, Ronnie's got a dirty mouth." So I think.
It's those like.
You ever been
how
requested
hard
to play
is
the podcast at a wedding?
No.
Oh, okay, good. Me neither.
Thank God.
You just want to turn on for the record real quick? Get everybody hyped right up.
Episode 42.
Yeah, everybody, you love that one. Put it on.
That's my biggest thing there. Just like why? How hard is clean songs? At least until like 11:30, when most of the kids have gone home, like whatever. Like, just hold on to it. Of course, you rip the song out of YouTube, and then you're playing the song. There's no clean version there, and it just completely irks me that you didn't even care about who was in the room. You just threw the song on because one person asked for it, and now the song's got 28 swear words in 3 minutes, right? So it's just like,
it is so interesting to feel. Sometimes whatever, if it's one in there, like there's a couple times where it's like just a swear word or two here and then, and it kind of is blown through. But when it's like you're talking like this is a bad song.
yeah.
wow, what it does to the energy in a room. Like if people, you can tell, and people start like shrugging up because it's odd. It just feels weird.
And that's usually from people who are not younger and who's not obviously not enough liquor in them at that point. And there's two things. Like one, that's who they are, and they're like it's a little too much. And two, it's just like it's not the demo you want to play the song for.
Yep.
Right? So it's just like, come on.
Yeah.
Like figure out a way. There's so many clean songs, even if you just ripped it out of YouTube. Just go through those until like keep this until like later. I know you want to get the dance floor bumping, but it's like there's so many more you could do. So those are my icks when I will witness other DJs, and yeah. So I was fired up. I was at the wedding when I texted Joe. I was like, "This is what we're talking about next week."
Yeah, I've seen some. I'm trying to think if I have anything to add because I've seen enough. But usually I'm the DJ. I don't go as film
Outside
guy
of it, yeah.
to go see that, or I haven't attended a whole ton of weddings in that way. But I think lights are an interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
Some people think like more is better. One, hey, you as a DJ need to understand that your lights do affect the mood of the room and do affect other people. Like, so you're like, can you turn those lights on? I'm like, no, because first dance hasn't happened yet, and the film and video photo crew are gonna light me on fire if I have freaking blue and red in the back of the photos.
Going on the beat
Going on the beat.
for,
Yeah, it sounds
for Dan and Shay.
exactly. Yeah.
Wait, Mississippi when? Oh, no way.
Yeah, so
Fucking
like
Austin.
stuff
Austin,
happens.
shut that fucking thing off. Oh,
And
my
sometimes
God.
it's an unawareness thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a nervous thing where it's just like, hey, you put it on. Like, I know some people who are wired in the way that it's just like you get everything started and then you're just hands off. You're like, whew, I can breathe. You got to have it to a task list later.
Yeah. I'm just writing down. I'm writing down what needs to be, like things that we come up with, and that again, it's not like we're all perfect. We're not. It's not like I all of a sudden started DJing and I was just I didn't know better. We learned to be better, and then you understand the significance and importance of the event in the moments that are important, and you learn to adapt and change, and you actually add to the event and not like take away or like create this, this unnecessary stuff during the event. So you learn it, and then you learn, and you actually, teach and inform the other guys on how to inform and do it.
Those things are, I would say, like
But
something.
the problem, this is Icks, is these guys don't realize what they're doing.
Well, and it's not because. So, I think it's an experience thing. So it's just like when you started driving. Do you remember like how aware you were of every single thing you did?
10 to 3, yeah.
Exactly. You can't get better at driving or at the other things once that stuff all becomes autonomic.
Yeah.
So something like that, right? I never started thinking about the photographers and videographers probably 2-3 plus years, and I'm like, oh, okay, because now I was so comfortable with who I was and what I would do. Then I was like, hey, your mind is often like, we're wired to start thinking about more, like, and what other things we can do. So then it was like, oh, yeah, I get it. Like this needs to be done. And I still made it. I actually had a wedding 2 weeks ago. She's like, hey, can you turn that off for the like grand entrance or something? I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. Why do I have the lights on right now? But that's the problem. Sometimes photographers won't have the sense to tell you that.
Again, I'm going at him. Going at this one DJ. This was this past weekend, but he was a good dude. The reason I say that is because he was helping every other vendor possible to move, like, so the room flip was happening, so he helped move chairs, put the things in place. He was like lighting up the candles and this and that. Like, he was actually genuinely helpful, right? He was great. But these are the other things I noticed, and it's not just him. I've noticed this across the board in different places, different DJs, and it's just collectively he sort of brought it together, and I had to talk about it. So that's why, yeah. And I'm not saying like people. This is just, again, I'm not naming names or whatever, right? So it's like it's just generally what I notice, and I things that brides and grooms don't notice when they're planning a wedding or think about. But I think from a DJ perspective, it's not something they should be thinking about. You should be carrying yourself in a certain way because you're part of the team that is there to do it, right? That's a part of the team to take care of a wedding and part of the team to elevate the wedding and make sure everybody goes home going, this was the best night we've ever had, right?
Right. And you could even just talk about like any of our DJs. Like I think of it like, you know, that you remember the old game, the Street Fighter?
Yeah.
So everybody has their strengths or their weaknesses, right? So it's just like, this is all the way up, this all the way down.
Yeah.
Like all of us have those things. And that's why I try to pair certain people with what I think would work, right? Some people with years and years of experience, personalities, this and that. There's no one's perfect with that, and some people just are like, "Oh, you're really good at that," and that is what I rely on, and it makes up for other people's kind of shortcomings.
But that's it. That's episode 42. Icks, my Icks when it comes to other DJs. But other than that, what do we got?
What's happening lately? Man, everybody asks is like, so you probably just got out a busy wedding season.
Everybody,
how's it going?
We're not done yet.
And my answer is wedding season just seems to get longer and longer each year.
Like last year we were done by second week of October. Now this year we're like all the way until end of October. So it was it's happening. But along with that, we got hockey going on. Along with that, we got some corporate stuff happening, and we got Christmas parties right around the corner. Mariah Carey is halfway thawed, so yeah. Come November 1st, she'll be there. Oh my God. Can't wait.
I'm glad you said Mariah Carey, because if you wouldn't have made that reference, you just went into the mic, everybody went a little weird, like puckered up a little bit like that. Joey's unique way of saying alcohol, a martini.
Okay, that's a very specific alcohol.
Yeah.
That's a specific. So we're going cocktails now. So we can name out every cocktail possible.
I'm gonna name it general.
Oh my!
General. You want me to name every flavor this week?
This week's alcohol, we call it a vodka martini.
No, well, I just saw.
Can you imagine for all the drinking we don't do at events, and every podcast all we do is talk about
just
drinks?
Know all the drinks. Yeah. I just that was one of the specialty drinks that. It's called martini. All right, I just saw another flash go off.
Yeah.
So
something's happening in that room.
Something's going on. Someone's in our camera room. We gotta get them. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time. Behave yourself. Giving a DJ. Don't do any of the wild stuff that Rhoni just said. Cut you out.